Hey guys, Joe Hellow here. Today we're going to be going through a few little mastering chain fun stuff. Good times. Okay, I want to talk about tape and the saturation mixed in with the little hiss and beautiful contrast it gives to the sound and coloration. Okay, so basically what we had to do was demag some tape. So we use this sweet little tape demagnetizer, plug that girl in, and you rotate counterclockwise until the tape is demagged, which is, 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, flip it over, do the same thing. And there's also smaller ones that we have laying around, but that one's really good. That's used for bulk tape erasing. That's what it's meant for. All right, so we use this beautiful food dehydrator from Walmart, and that would be our cooking the tape. The term cooking the tape. They used to actually put it in the oven. Electrical bill is on the rise. We're not a totally green studio yet, but this dehydrator works very good. So it not only saves you energy, but it works really good, and you can put a fail-safe on there if it gets too hot. You want to be around 125 degrees Fahrenheit and no more than 150 in order to cook that tape. 8 hours on the cooker, on the dehydrator, and you should be good. And you should have nice clean heads like these, semi-clean. Looks like there was a little bit of runoff. We were going back and forth quite a bit, so we will use a little bit of isopropanol and we'll clean the heads off. Oh. It ain't cheap, and it ain't easy, but it's necessary. Okay, so per manufacturer, wind the tape around the drive lines and around the heads very carefully. And we'll bypass this for now. I'm doing the one-hand banger here. Alright, so similar to the VHS stuff that you're used to at the home video, the brown side will be the side we record on, and the black shielded side will be on the outside. We will one-handedly try to pinch the tape down and go around. And once you get a full turn around, it's great. Alright, we're gonna repro. We're gonna set our units to repro and record ready, and adjust our inputs and outputs till we feel is a good driven. We're using a medium flux with 30 IPS, high speed 30 IPS. We can bring that down to a medium blend and go 15, but we're gonna stick with 30 right now. Alright, so I am going out of Pro Tools 12 using an HDX card, and my analog to digital conversion is the Aurora Lynx, the 16 channels. I have dualies put together, and then we're using an Omni as well. Anytime we want to record in here, we'll go directly in the Omni or do some pre-production stuff. Just makes it easier, and ins and outs. If I want to put some TC Electronics stuff in, or some outboard gear that I use live, it's easy to incorporate it there instead of wiring it into our patch bay. but all the outboard gear that is staying in the studio and that is in the studio is going through our beautiful patch bay, Bantam cable, and bam! These bad boys, Universal Audio 1176s. I'm pairing two together, so 1 and 2 are linked together via the RCA jack and the A adapter in the back of those units. Linking them together, having a good time so we can control the attack and release. It's a little finicky, but it works great. I like it. Even bypassing the attack, so we'll do it on this one. If you shut that down, that basically takes off compression and limiting via these solid state amplifying limiters and compressors. They will shut that down, and you can just get the coloration of the 1176s. Okay, so basically I have this track here, and right now this is as is with a little bit of mastering chain digitally. I'm going to send this track out 3 and 4, which is going to go into my tape machine, and we can listen to that and go into record and play mode. So I'm going to play, record it. She's spinning fine. There's no warped frames, so we're not hearing any odd noises, just tape reel, which is nice and soothing. Okay, I noticed right away the low end. To me, that rich low end and some of the shimmer on the high end. I don't like to use the word, well, I do, I use it a lot. Jitter, digital jitter. It's kind of masking that. Nice and warm. So we are just listening to the input right now. I'm going to record this, and I'm going to add in the 1176s and a little bit of limiting compression on using the DBX 160s. So I'm now going out 5 and 6, and I'm just touching the compression 4:1 ratio, just touching her, and fast attack, fast release, we're going to adjust that slightly. Slow down the release a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so you can see what's going on, but I can hear what's going on. I have the volume down so you can hear me. What's happening is we're tightening up the mix. We're tightening it up, just slightly compressing it. You can see on our VU meters up here. The 5 and 6 are the DBX units down here. So we could do a slight adjustment either on the output to match these guys up, try to get similar attributes. This is kind of a set. A DBX 160X is it's like a set and go. I'm using it right now just to confirm somewhat equal volume on left and right, and I'll do maybe 6:1 or 10:1. So when it hits it, it's hitting it hard. So this would be medium blend to hard compression, and then once we get to 10, we're basically limiting. So if I do that, we're not kicking much past that. It's a big compression. Okay. We can adjust this and it's not affecting our mix going out of the tape and in the tape. So we're able to dry this a little harder on the tape, get that smack. And I'm recording the tape, but I'm using the 1176s and the DBX as an insert. Remember on top, the 3 and 4 there, B3 and 4. And I'm coming back in the console, woo, 19 and 20, full up, straight up. You can even dial this up a bit. So, trying to feel it out. You know, it's analog. It's you know, it takes some fine tuning, but the outcome is magical. I would say we're just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So every song has its flavor, every mix has its flavor. When you do automation and panning, you're gonna have, you know, different loudness on each speaker, left and right. So my job is gonna be to tame some of that down in order to keep consistency through headphones, through mono mixes, and make sure that it sounds like their mix, but in multiple devices and speakers. Awesome, guys. Take care. Peace.